going on, YouTube? Got just general YouTube news today. I don't know if you know who he is. If you're watching this, probably he's fucking one of the biggest YouTubers on the whole fucking site. So, Mr. Beast is getting torn apart today. We got more YouTuber pedophilia fucking accusations flying around. Evidence starting to come out against him. It's not against Mr. Beast, but against his co-host, the one kid. I mean, I've mentioned in other videos, I've watched YouTube's my main thing that I'm watching basically as entertainment. So I've seen Mr. Beast shit. I've watched it through college and stuff. I mean, I don't know the last time I watched one of his videos, but probably decently recently. Don't follow it super closely, but like I said, I mean, he's like the face of YouTube in a lot of ways as far as just like a content creator. Fucking, I'm sure his audience skews younger, like little kids more and more, just because it probably gets pushed to him and things like that. So we'll see what totally comes out of this. But I mean, if you don't know the situation, it's basically Mr. Beast is like the face of their channel. His name's Jimmy in real life. Honestly, I've seen him on podcasts and shit, other things, Lex Friedman, stuff like that. He seems like a genuinely pretty good guy, like tries to help people while making entertaining YouTube content to make money, to basically keep doing it over and over again and grow his brand and all that shit. So he seems good-hearted enough, but I mean, I don't know. It goes to show these people. I don't know, if you're one of the people that know me in real life and you're watching this, it's a little different. But if it's just, you've never met me in real life, it's like, you don't know who these people are, man. Like, I don't know. You try to be genuine, you try to be honest, but for the most part, I think these people that are personalities, it goes the same with everything. I've talked enough about it, but like political people, politicians, athletes, Hollywood people, they're all just like, you don't know who they are. So I don't know why people get into this weird thing of like idolizing them and shit. I know for a fact there's definitely like younger people, like definitely kids that look up to like Mr. Beast and shit, and look up to his YouTube channel as like a thing they would want to do or be or whatever. And basically his setup is like he's the face of the channel, but he has like these co-hosts around him, his friends. It basically just his friends from when he was younger, I guess, and they've been doing it for a long time now. But the one dude that's being accused of all this shit now is like one of the OG ones that's been around for a long time. I don't know. He got basically tore apart a while back for it, and Jimmy kind of defended him in general just because he came out as like trans and shit. He's a guy, and then he said he's a girl now, and he's like, he has a wife, or had a wife and a kid. I don't even know if they're still together, whatever. He had a wife and a kid, and then he decided he wanted to be a chick, so he's trans now, so that's like whatever. And Jimmy defended him when this happened because obviously people came out and attacked him over it. And to be honest, I really don't give a fuck. If you're an adult and you want to blow your family up or whatever, I don't really give a fuck. Like I said, I don't follow Mr. Beast that closely. I'm not in this guy's life. But people are basically coming down on him because we're living in the age of internet accusations. So I mean, pretty much the worst things you can be called is like you're a racist. That's like number 2. And then if you're a pedo, that's pretty much that's top rung shit as far as like accusations that can just be levied against you. I don't know what's worse than that, really. And he's basically getting accused of this shit. Like I said, the info's still slowly coming out, but people are starting to dig into everything they've done, which is wild because they've lived their whole lives on the internet. And so, I mean, Mr. Beast's whole fucking life is on the internet at this point. So it's like, they can go find whatever. So people are digging up old clips of them saying whack shit. Like, I'm pretty sure they're telling jokes. Like, I'm not going to repeat it here. If you really want to know, go look it up yourself. But basically making, like, I don't know, obviously, like, off-color, like, edgy jokes, shit like that. Like, whatever. I really don't give a fuck. You can say whatever you want, in my opinion. I really don't care. As soon as you start taking actions on what you're talking about, that's where you draw a hard line. Like, you can say pretty much whatever. I mean, what our standard is basically you can't like defame people and knowingly hurt them when you're lying, and you can't threaten people with violence basically in the United States. So basically anything beyond that, go for it. I really don't give a shit. Whatever, say whatever you want. Now they're tiptoeing into actions, and basically the actions are this dude, like I said, he's lived his whole life probably on the internet. Apparently was sending sexual messages to little kids, basically like boys that are way younger than him when he's like 20 years old. And I don't know what's so hard for these fucking people. Like, I'd come out and say it right now, like, I would hope to God this YouTube channel would be big enough for people to worry about this kind of thing. Like, that'd be cool if the YouTube channel got big enough. But like, if this ever happened, like, I don't know, the penalty for this should be way stricter. I mean, like, yeah, they'll demonetize their channel probably and all these things, but like, if there's evidence and proof, like I said, I mean, this is still the United States. I mean, innocent until proven guilty on this one, but like, if the evidence comes out and this is all true, and they tear his channel, they tear Mr. Beast's channel apart for it, and they go after this dude, I mean, obviously they should go after him legally. If you're fucking talking to minors while you're way older than them, like, I mean, talking to minors, period. Like, what the fuck what are you doing, man? Like, I don't know. Like I said, the penalty should be harsher. I really don't know. Like, there's obviously a difference between the messages and things like that, and like these people that actually engage in physical acts of this sort of thing. I'm trying to tone it down for YouTube a little bit, because I don't know. I'm pretty sure as soon as you start throwing the P word out, your shit's not going to get moved around YouTube as well. The AI built into YouTube is going to censor your shit a little bit. So, but as soon as you take some physical actions and like send pictures and all these kind of things that these people are doing, I mean, there should be some jail time at a minimum. And I'm talking, if there's actions being taken, I don't know if Ohio allows it, but I'm talking death penalty shit, bro. Like, especially little kids, get them the fuck out of here. I don't know what we're doing. This just happened a little while ago. As far as I know, it was just messages is what has come out so far. Another streamer's Dr. Disrespect, he's on YouTube now. I used to watch his shit, like I said, in college basically a long time ago. He just plays games and stuff, plays video games. And honestly, that one kind of bothered me more, because I actually paid more attention to his content shit and actually watched him. Comes out, he's basically texting, I'm assuming, like, all never totally released. The messages weren't released or whatever, but he admitted that basically messaging a minor, and it's like, okay, death penalty, I don't think you should kill him over it, but like, I mean, his YouTube channel's gone basically. I don't think he's streaming anymore. I don't know what the fuck happened afterwards, but it's like, bro, you're probably gonna be doing some jail time for that shit. Like, Twitch, where he was at before YouTube, swept it under the rug. These big internet platforms are notorious for this shit. And I don't know if it's because these people are like terminally online, like that's all they do is sit on the internet, and it's a lot easier to maybe talk to younger people on the internet, and you don't have to be around, like physically around a little kid to be talking to him. That's the accusations on this dude from Mr. Beast's whole shit is he's basically in a Discord with these younger kids and sending fucked up messages and talking to them weird, and I apparently met him in person. I mean, there's accusations flying all over the place. But it's like, why are you talking to younger kids, period, bro? Like, at all. Period. Don't do it. Do not do it. Nobody should be doing it. If they're not your kids, why the fuck are you talking to them? Like, why do people, especially, like I said, the internet I think is weird. There's more of this internet personality shit that they have this problem, and it has to be because the access to younger people online and shit, it has to be. I don't know that's for a fact, but that's my guess. I don't know, you guys have to let me know. But I mean, this shit is so fucked up and disgusting, and it's like I said, I mean, let it be proven in a court. But in a lot of these instances, there's this weird shit where they just pay them off, especially when it's this kind of thing where this kid's probably a multi-millionaire since he's been riding with Mr. Beast so long. Mr. Beast, Jimmy, is fucking rich as shit. I don't know if Jimmy knew about it. Obviously, that'll all come out here in a little while. But he's rich as hell, so he could have just paid this kid off or paid his parents off or whatever, which, one, if you're his parents, honestly, fuck you for that. Like, you're a piece of shit too. Like, I don't know what the fuck. And watch your kids better. That's a whole nother discussion that it's like, dude, I'm about to have a kid in a little while. Obviously, she'll be too little to worry about any of this, hopefully, for a long time. But when they're, like, getting into teenager, getting on the internet, like, I don't really believe in, like, sheltering your kid from all this shit. But you apparently gotta watch these motherfuckers like a hawk, because there's always some weird-ass motherfucker on the internet trying to talk to kids. And it's like, dude, no. And I don't know what the punishment will be. Like I said, they demonetize his YouTube. That's not enough. I mean, like, if this shit comes out and is proven, like I said, and I don't care if they paid him off or not. Like, where's the legal system in this regard? Like, you got to come down on these people harder to get people to fucking, at least the people that would be inclined to do this, that are so fucked up in the head that they would be inclined to do this shit, at least at a minimum be less inclined, because there's a harsh punishment at the end, like, if you get caught. Because it's not enough. I mean, if you're wealthy enough to pay people off, you're basically getting away with this shit, and that's unacceptable in my eyes. I don't know. I would honestly, at this, like, you almost hope that it's not true, or it's made out to look worse than it is, so there's not some young kid that was taken advantage of and is a victim of this shit. But if it is, you gotta bring the hammer down on these fucking people, because, like I said, innocent until proven guilty. It's starting to look bad. Doctor disrespect thing, it was no evidence, and people were swinging on him immediately, which was like, hey, hold on now, wait for the evidence to come out. Evidence comes out, looks pretty obvious that that's exactly what happened. Bring it down on him. I don't give a fuck. Like, if that's what you're doing, all the consequences can come down on your ass, for all I care. It does not matter. I mean, we just went through, like, the Epstein shit. I'm not gonna get really into that, but no justice served. I mean, he's dead, but, like, all the people that were engaged in that shit, we'll never know, because it's our fucking politicians and our world leaders and shit, that's great. So if it's them, I mean, if there's people at that level, I'm sure there's definitely YouTubers doing this shit. And I mean, this looks like just another one bites the dust, and it's like, dude, you can't bite it any harder than you deserve, because you fucking deserve all of it. I mean, this shit, like I said, minimum, if you're doing this shit, jail. Like, you're going to prison, bro. And prison doesn't look too kindly on people that be doing this kind of shit. So, I don't know. Like I said, we'll see how far it goes, how bad it really is. Hopefully, honestly, it's not that bad, and maybe it's overblown, but might see one of the biggest YouTubers there are taken down, and I don't know how that'll impact things, but we'll see in the coming days how it develops. I don't know. Let me know. If you guys, I mean, I'm sure if you're watching this, you at least know who Mr. Beast is, the fucking YouTube channel. You know what it is. It's huge. Millions and millions of people watching it. And obviously probably millions of kids watching it too, which is even scarier. So who fucking knows? I'll catch you guys tomorrow.